Alright, let's get going. Last time on Dark Souls. What we're doing, we're about ready to go and deal with Ornstein and Smough. I think everything else had been done. So we dealt with Lautrec, we are human. Yeah, we're ready to go and deal with Ornstein and Smough. Let's go and rock this place. And of course we have to make an obligatory hello to this guy. How you doing? Yeah, I thought so. Well, I'll see you in hell. What am I wearing? Oh, favour and protection. Alright, so let's make the trek up. Deal with one of the most legitimately difficult bosses in the game. Somebody has invaded. We have the first invasion of the stream. Of course it was going to happen in Anor Londo. Question now is, where's this guy going to be? Thanks for joining us, friend. It's always the biggest trouble. The best way to deal with Ornstein and Smough is to summon Solaire to help you. Because it is a legitimately tough fight. The problem is, Anor Londo is the hotbed for invasions. So that's always fun. Alright, so let's go and make a dash for Ornstein and Smough. No screwing around. That's right. Grab you. I feel like the backstab is still really awkward on these guys. Still have the fire. Do I still have a fire? I shouldn't have a fire. It's Anastasia's soul. I got it for dealing with Lautrec. That's why I have a Firekeeper soul. Remember, because we dealt with Lautrec last night, you get the Firekeeper soul for dealing with him, but it's specifically Anastasia's soul. So we're not going to be using that. Okay, so there's Solaire's summoning sign. Whenever you're in this corridor, you want to deal with this guy first, because you do not want to be fighting those giants with this guy taking pot shots. And Solaire isn't going to run with you. You could make the dash. Oh boy. You can make the dash for Ornstein and Smough. Solaire's not going to make the dash with you. Come on, come on. Alright. Here we go. Uh-oh. caught between a pillar and that explosion, just wasn't going to get anywhere. Come on. He's going to do it, he's going to do it. Get the hit. I don't know why I took damage there, I was way outside that hitbox. Okay. Halbert's not actually a bad idea for these guys. Get some range on them. Damn it. God damn it, leave me alone, you. There we go. Okay, here we go. Nope. There we go. Now let's go summon Solaire and head through that fog door. And who is this? Is this a friend? Somebody who's using the gargoyle helm. That's a Silver Knight shield. That looks like a lightning spear, actually. There's Solaire. Zacharias the Fourth. Oh, honestly, if I wasn't streaming and didn't have to worry about the bandwidth, I would summon you, friend. I like that name, Zacharias the Fourth. Here we go, let's see if we can get this in one. Need humanity. Try beating to a pulp. Try fatty. Well, you're the fattiest fatty, aren't you, Solaire? Let's rock this place. Legitimately the toughest legitimate fight in the game. Alright, boys. Solaire, it's your pick. Who are you having, Solaire? Solaire wants Ornstein. So we're taking truly the fattest of fatties. So who's going to do it first, Solaire, me or you? At the minute it's looking like him. So Solaire can just straight up take out one of them on his own. It is entirely possible, and not unlikely. So the biggest trouble with this fight is dealing with two of them at once is straight up difficult. But having Solaire with you, or just anybody, really, splitting their attention, and all of a sudden, it's like the Bell Gargoyles all over again, just on a much greater scale. And there it is, Smough is down first. Super Londo, bros. So whichever one you take down first... Oh no, not the low battery on the Switch controller. Whichever one you take down first, the other will take their power. So kill Ornstein first and Smough gets lightning powers. Kill Smough first and Ornstein gets giant. And honestly, it's up to you which one is tougher. Also, the other one gets their health back. Slayer, no! He was the best of bros. Uh-oh. This truly is the contest of champions. They'd be bringing that weak ass shit in here. Oh, he got me. Okay. Oh, come on. Wrong button. Nope. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is probably going to be a wipe. Nope. Oh, there it is. It's a wipe. Give me a minute, guys. I am going to get my charging cable and I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Let's plug the charging cable in. Switch controller uses a USB Type-C. Awesome. And the good news with the USB Type-C is you don't need to put it in one way or the other. It's reversible. So yeah, no, mad respect to anybody who can actually take on Ornstein and Smough solo. Like, seriously. Starting to get that summer heat. Can't turn the fan on because the microphone picks it up. Alright, let's use another humanity. You know, if Zacharias the Fourth is still there, maybe I will take his offer. Oh, that guy's got the Titanite catch pole. Wow, look at how many signs there are. But now we'll get Slayer and see if Zacharias the Fourth is still there. I swear the hitboxes on the backstabs on these guys is really awkward. Window's already open. Bam. Alright, so no screwing around. We'll have to deal with those giants again as well. But if Zacharias is there, I'll get him to help me with the giants, actually. See how the bandwidth holds up while I do that. Also, just to be friendly. The giants aren't too bad. The problem is if you aggro more than one, and you do not want to summon Slayer beforehand, because Slayer will probably kill himself trying to take them on. Or at least go through a good amount of his health. I guess I'm summoning Zacharias now. Save me, Zacharias. You're my only hope. Also need to watch out for this dark spirit that's just invaded. There he is. Right over there. Oh, that looks friendly. Yeah, you know what? Fuck lag spikes like that. Guy was suddenly right behind me. That wasn't right. That's your problem with any kind of invasion. 9 times out of 10, that happens. So let's see how long it takes us to actually get through Ornstein and Smough. Yeah, the guy was using a fire weapon, which in itself was kind of an issue. You know what, let's grab one of these. That's not Gandalf. Oh wow, this guy's actually wearing Smough's armor. You know what, he probably knows what he's doing. Power Within doesn't explain how he was suddenly behind me, though. Like, seriously. It's just... It's the interesting thing with Dark Souls. If you can get the theoretical perfect connection, the combat is actually really cool and impressive. The problem is, the netcode has never been that good. Like, Dark Souls 3 was an excellent example. What was it? 2 players hooked up their consoles or their computers. So it played through LAN, there was no spike, there was no drops, there was no lag spikes or anything. It was a theoretical perfect PvP experience. And the PvP was actually incredibly deep, it turned out. The problem is you would just never experience that. So Mason's very helpful for us right now. I think he's got a Black Knight sword as well. I'm not quite sure what shield he's got. Maybe the crest shield. Well, he's definitely wearing Smough's armor. That's probably some chunky stuff. Probably gives you good poise. Oh, he's after that parry too. Gotta be careful, Mason. Ooh, Dragon Slayer arrow. They so rarely drop. Plunging attack. Oh, that was beautiful. I loved every second of that. Let me retrieve my souls. These guys are always easier if you've got 2. One to distract and one to get around that huge shield. Nice. Let me go and get Slayer. We're going at this with everything. There we go. Before we want to do this, it's been an honor, Mason. Alright, let's do this. Now remember, if you summon a phantom, it means nothing if you die. Because if you go down, that's it, the whole thing's done anyway. Ornstein is down. There is the implication here, because Ornstein looks like he's not actually quite dead yet, but Smough crushes him and takes his power. There is the lore implication, that's kind of interesting. That was nasty. Even Mason got hit by that. There is the lore implication that Smough isn't, like, Smough's not one of the four knights. There's the lore implication that Smough's jealous of the four knights. Uh-oh. Probably would have been better off blocking that than trying to dodge. The radius on that is huge. Here he goes. Oh no. Stunned him, knocked him out of that animation. There's this up again. Thanks, Mason. Appreciate it. If you take out Smough first, you get the Soul of Ornstein, and you also get his ring. Which increases damage done with thrusting weapons. Yeah, that was good there. Thank you, Mason. I really appreciate the help there. Also, I'm pretty sure there's some chests over here. Yeah, with 3 people, it's much less of a fight. There's a... Pretty sure it's Lautrac's gear. Yep. In fact, actually, let me get a look at the gear, see how it compares. Not as good. Although it does have a higher resistance. And there is also the thing, like, since we're using the Black Knight sword as the main weapon, the greater damage with thrusting attacks, I think it's like specifically counter attacks, doesn't really matter so much. So we're going to throw down a soul to get another level. No, I'm not going to equip the Lautrac set. Boost that strength some more. Amazing chest ahead. If you're playing online, you don't see a message saying that here, then there's something wrong.
Thou hast journeyed far and overcome much, chosen undead.
There it is.
Child.
The amazing chest.
O chosen undead, I am Guinevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn and Queen of Sunlight. Since the day Father his formed it obscureth, I have awaited thee. I bequeath the Lord. vessel to thee.
You can now walk between bonfires. Beautiful.
And beseech thee, succeed, Lord.
Well, the Black Knight sword doesn't actually have any thrusting attacks.
Our world, thou shalt endeth this eternal twilight, and avert further undead sacrifices. O chosen undead, thou hast journeyed far.
So we can enter the Daughter of Sunlight, I think it is.
Hereafter I, Guinevere, shall serveth as thine guardian. If thou so needest, I shall devote all to thine safety. May thou be one with the sunlight forevermore. Since the day Father his form did obscureth, I have awaited thee, once living, now undead, and a fitting heir to Father Gwyn thou art. O chosen undead, and beseech thee, succeed Lord Gwyn, and inheriteth the
So the implication here is that
arduous test of
once you pass this test of metal, you will succeed Gwyn as Lord of Sunlight.
and the life
That's the implication.
without fire, all shall be a frigid and frightful dark. Now thou shalt go forth, chosen undead. May thou be one with the sunlight forevermore.
So the Covenant is Princess's Guard. So what we're going to do is we're going to return to Chaos Servant. And let's see where we can warp to. The Painted World. We will go back there. Because we do still need to finish that off. We're going to go straight for Crossbreed Priscilla. But yeah, even with the Lord Vessel, the first time you come in here, you cannot warp out. You have to finish the Painted World. So let's go do it. As I said last time, I'm currently unsure about whether or not we'll be doing Spooky Londo. So here we go. Priscilla is one of the most interesting fights in the game, in my opinion. There's a really interesting mechanic around that. And it's pretty fitting considering she is optional. Oh, that guard does respawn. Huh. Alright, so let's deal with him again. Watch out for his sword, he's a lot faster than the others. Like, the others all had, like, big maces. This guy, no. Ouch. Always watch out for those overhead swings. I didn't sit at the bonfire in this in the painted world, so I didn't get the 10 Estus. Damn. I don't know if I want to do this on 4 Estus. Back to the bonfire. Don't mess around with the phalanx. Alright, so let's actually sit here. Interesting. But I don't have a pyromancy hand, and I never get much use out of it, honestly. Like, there are uses, I never really use it. 'Cause I'm just a simple man who hits things with my sword. Cheeky bastard. Alright, let's do this again. Let's do it properly. Let's get in there with more than 5 Estus. The undead in the painted world do so much stamina damage. It's crazy. Alright, let's do this. Always watch out for that. And like I said back in the Undead Parish, pretty sure you can repair these guys, but I don't think you can actually riposte them. Okay, that should not have hit me. Do you mind? Was actually doing something. Alright, come on. What the hell do you think you're doing? You're drinking Estus, you back up. Alright, let's go deal with Priscilla. Deal with Priscilla. Remember not to fall off. Armor ahead. Weakness is fire. Be wary of the feet. There's a big looking scythe you got there, Priscilla.
Thou must returneth whence thou came. This land is peaceful, its inhabitants kind, but thou dost not belong. I beg of thee.
So, getting a look around
Plunge
here, you
down
can see
from the
Priscilla's
cloud
tail, which is
and
actually covered in
hurry
the same
home.
fur here, which makes you realise she's not wearing a coat. That's her. Priscilla is, lore-wise, the forbidden crossbreed between a god and a dragon. And if you cut the tail off, you get the Priscilla's dagger. But because I am not a coward, we will start this fight straight up.
I expected as much from thee. Why dost thee hurry?
So here's the trick, Priscilla is invisible. You want to watch out for the scythe she's got because it does serious bleed damage. But all said, Priscilla's not a particularly difficult fight. Getting a tail can be really tricky though. Okay. The trick when she goes invisible is to watch for her footsteps. There she is. Now she's gone. Oh, there she is. Oh, damn it. Better get ready for this. There she is. I really like the mechanics behind this fight.
But why? What seeketh thee?
That said, there is no reason in-game to kill Priscilla beyond wanting her dead and wanting what you can get from her. That's what it meant by prepare for sorrow. And now we just jump off again. We're going to be back in the hall, aren't we? Yeah, you know what? Let's just walk from the bonfire. I can't warp. God damn it. You can warp to this place, you can't warp out. Now we're gonna have to go all the way back. Here we go again. Why can I warp to this place if I can't warp out? Yeah, I don't know. You say Priscilla can't have a happy life here, but I think she's happy just to be free from persecution. To be left in peace. I think that's all she wanted. So let's get through this as quick as possible. Okay. And the big guy. Oh, these big shields. No. Out of stamina. That's how we sword fight. Alright, let's get out of here then. Want to visit the giant blacksmith. Yeah. God, I don't want to deal with all these guys. Get back here. Alright, let's just go. Yeah, do you want to follow me out here? Because I'll have the advantage. Yeah, see how well that works out? Idiots. Alright. So in fact, what we're going to do before we go any further is I'm going to show off the lowest level by going up. Never remember which way this is. Of course I survived. So I've pushed this down to the lowest level. There's another bonfire. Ring of the Sun's Firstborn. Boost miracles, not something I need. If you have a particular ring, this statue disappears. You know, I can throw down 2 souls actually and level up now. Boost that endurance. Yeah, having, I think it's Ring of the Dark Moon. That statue will disappear and you can gain access to the Dark Moon Blade Covenant. Make sure to actually sit here. Okay, here we go. So now, Dark Souls opens up in a very different way. Now that we have the Lord Vessel, we need to go back in... There's a bunch of areas we need to do that we did have access to earlier. However, now we can actually get to the second half of those areas. Like, if you go through the graveyard that we saw at the start of the game, you can find the catacombs. Keep going through the catacombs, you'll come to the Tomb of the Giants, which is blocked off. If we headed down past the Chaos Servant bonfire, we can head into the Demon Ruins. If we head down further than that, we can get to Lost Izalith, which is blocked off until we place the Lord Vessel. What else is the Duke's Archives, which is actually very easy to find. It is in Anor Londo. I think that's the last place that opens up, because I'm pretty sure you can actually get to the Four Kings as soon as you have the Covenant of Artorias. The ring. What up, giant bro?
Hello, forge I can, strong I am.
Alright, what we're gonna do is we are going to... Let's see... You know what? Upgrading this isn't a bad idea. Or is it? Improves the stability, actually. That's not a bad idea. Awesome. Alright, now I want to turn the Lightning Spear into a Spear plus 10. Do I? I don't remember. You're not having a good time with the Zweihander there? So we can make the Moonlight Butterfly horn, which is pretty solid actually if you're into magic, which I'm not.
You come, I forge. Shiny, shiny. Get shiny from Duke. Forge weapons. Make shiny more happy.
I think he's talking about Twinkling Titanite there. Repair everything. The Silver Knight armor requires Twinkling Titanite to upgrade as well, which makes it a pain and thus not worth upgrading. Can't do the Dragon Slayer spear, we didn't get Soul of Ornstein, remember? So what do I... In my PS4 save, I do have the Dragon Slayer spear. So before I went into New Game Plus, I upgraded using all of the boss souls that I had. So I got the Dragon Slayer spear. I don't know if I got the Moonlight Butterfly horn, because I think there's 2 weapons you can get from the Moonlight Butterfly soul. Okay, once my internet loads. If I didn't have so much on Chrome, I'd consider switching to Firefox with how slow the loading is on this nowadays. Now once it's up, great. But actually starting it, major issue. Right, okay. So the Life Hunt Scythe requires a +10 halberd, not a +10 spear.
Comment soon.
Oh well. I'll be back for you, giant buddy. Not to kill you, I'm not going to kill you. I'll be back to see you again. You know what, let's actually make use of a Homeward Bone. There we go. If there's one sorcery worth learning, it's Homeward. Just so you don't need the bones anymore. It's not the internet, it's just that starting Chrome, if I don't already have something open in Chrome, starting Chrome takes a while. Alright, so let's walk back to Firelink. Where do I want to go now? I'm thinking Dark Route. Hey, Sigma.
Well, fancy meeting you here. You did much for me up above. I am grateful. You know, I was thinking the gates, the old fortress. Was that your doing? Yes, I knew it. It seemed like an unlikely coincidence. Well, am I fortunate? This night of catastrophe.
No, not Sif yet.
Sincerely, Please, take this as a token of my gratitude.
I'm gonna leave Sif for a bit.
There you are. I'll be heading down below shortly. There's nothing worthwhile up above. No worries. Venturing is my life. I'm prepared for the worst.
Alright, let's light this bonfire again.
Thank you. I am Anastasia of Astora. Now I can continue my duty as a keeper. But I only hope that my impure tongue does not offend. Forgive me. I am impure. My tongue never intended for restoration. Please, if you have any heart, leave me be. I wish not to speak.
Alright, so... the fastest route's probably through the Valley of the Drakes, actually. Or is it? Let's see. Up above, Valley of the Drakes. Through there. Oh, yeah, probably is through the Valley of the Drakes, actually. Alright. Let's go back as a Hydra. I'm pretty sure you can't warp to anywhere near Darkroot. Besides, this does actually give me an opportunity to show something else off. Crestfallen Warrior went hollow. Headed down here and went hollow. It's a shame. Alright, through the Valley of the Drakes. Which, you know, to be fair, it's a new area, we've not really shown it off yet. So we passed through on the way back from Blighttown. We didn't actually properly explore. I think over there is actually the Astora Greatsword, which is a pretty decent sword. Really though, there's never a real reason to go through here unless, like, you try and get a shortcut like I am. Also, watch out for this guy. Same as the one we fought in the Painted World. Just the location's more awkward. Take a look and see. I do not have the dexterity required. Fair enough. So you could take pot shots at this guy with the bow, but like I said back in the painted world, it just has an obscene amount of health. That's like the biggest issue dealing with this thing, just how much health it has. It's also really loud. Gonna keep going. You know what? Better idea. I got some more black ones as well, but I might be thinking of my other save. Yeah, I'm thinking of my other save. I didn't even reach. Alright, let's do this. Big reach. There it is, a Stora straight sword. Grand Crest Shield's pretty good for magic. Away from this guy. Let me back up a minute. No, it's not even got much health gone. Yeah, screw it. We gotta get through like 2 drakes on the way anyway, so... Drakes are always dangerous. They're also generally more trouble than they're worth. Because not too bad to take down once you know the moveset. They don't really give you much for it though. Thousand souls, that's it. You can get that much easier by grinding Silver Knights in Anor Londo. Yeah, to be fair, Valley of the Drakes is a crossroads between like 4 different areas. You can get to the New Londo ruins from here. Blighttown, the Firelink, like through New Londo to Firelink, and also Darkroot Basin. The issue is, like, there's just easier ways to get through them without going through the Valley of the Drakes. And I will want to kindle this. And at this point, the big thing after you defeat Smough and Ornstein and Smough, the big thing with Dark Souls is it slows down a lot. Now we need to head to the bottom of the basin. We're gonna have to deal with the Hydra. Also interesting new enemies, the golems. Not particularly difficult, especially not at this point. The biggest threat here is the Hydra in the background. But you want to take care of all these guys before you go and fight it. Okay. No. See, stuff like that is why I wanted the 10 Estus here. That Hydra will just continue to take pot shots. Oh, I just rolled into that. Is that all of them? I think it is. Well, let's deal with the Hydra. Now, there is no good way to deal with the Hydra, honestly. And one of the biggest issues is like do not get close, because there's a point where that stops being stuff you can walk in and it's just a straight drop after that, but it's very hard to see. There we go. That's one head. Really just keep doing this until it's dead. It'll lose all its health before it runs out of heads. The biggest issue is when you're down to like 2 or 3 heads, like trying to catch them before they go back. Damn it. Come on. It's another one. Damn it. Come on, come on, come on. With any luck. Like, that head's all the way up. That head's just clipping into a rock, so I'm never going to get that one. Like, seriously, the way it's positioned right now, it's not great. If I can pull it over here. Damn it. No. The Hydra's never a fun fight, mostly just because of how awkward it is to hit. It's like, you see right there? That's the edge of the water. You go over that, you're dead. Seriously? That one just will not come over. Let me see. Awesome. Okay, do not go over that line. That's not helpful. Come on, you want to come on? Let's do it over here. This thing's never gonna hit me like that. And the Dust Crown Ring. Extra magic castings, but half HP. If you are playing Sorcerer, not bad, honestly. There's a ladder up here, so you can just avoid needing the Crest of Artorias to get into the other half of Darkroot Forest. Don't try and climb it when the Hydra's there. I never like doing this. I'm always really antsy about the platform, the water just platform and the water just ending. Nope, straight down. Do I have to come back here? I mean, I know I have to come back here, but there should be something here now. Yeah, might as well do this. There, which way is it? That way. Oh, you can warp to the Undead Parish. Alright, let's go place the Lord Vessel. Open up some of those doorways.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Well and wide awake. Do not treat me like an old withering snake. Ah.
Here we go.
Hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening?
Strap in, this might be a
I am
while.
the primordial serpent, King Seeker Frant, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn, chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate, and the very reason your kind have appeared. Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. Now, let us take that vessel on a journey. I assume that you are ready. Now, be still.
That's not horrifying at all.
This is the firelink chamber for the...
Yeah, whatever. So yeah, this is a Lord Vessel, this is what we were carrying around. This is what Guinevere gave us. So our end goal for the game now is to fill this with the 4 Lord Souls. And that's the Tomb of the Giants entrance. That's the entrance to the Duke's Archives. That's the entrance to Lost Izalith. They all open once you place the Lord Vessel. I don't want to talk to you again. Yeah. Alright. Undead Parish. At this point, I'm just kind of messing around for a bit. Trying to test a couple of things as we decide where we go to move on. Probably going to be the Duke's Archives first. Let's get that done. Then it's going to be Lost Izalith. Get Lost Izalith done before the Tomb of the Giants. That said, it is worth your time to what was I going to say? It's worth your time to go into the catacombs and finish that off as early as possible. But I think for now we're going to leave it for a bit. Yeah, you know, I'm going to unequip the ring because I do not need these drops right now. Stopping to pick them all up is just going to slow me down. Come on. Alright. Let's head back down to Darkroot Basin. We might see that little... yeah, there it is, the Titanite sprite thing. These guys you get Titanite, Twinkling Titanite from. There we go. 2 Twinkling Titanite. Should be able to push the Black Knight sword to level 2 with that. I know there's something up there, it's not anything I care about. Right, with the Hydra gone, dealing with the golems isn't such an issue anymore. Alright, come on. And you look like you want to fight. Awesome. And you. Well, these guys just ain't feeling too good today. Alright, put the rusted iron ring back on. Not that one. There we go. The Ring of Favour and Protection breaks if you take it off. It will always warn you if you're about to take it off. You cannot do it accidentally. There we go, that's what we're after. There's another golem over here. This one's bigger. This one's probably meaner. Having the Rusted Iron Ring isn't essential, but it's very helpful. Oh, and look at what popped out.
So, 'tis thou who rescueth me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulasil. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Ulasil, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
Yeah, sure.
My heartfelt thanks. I am pleased beyond words. Then I shout, engrave my signature. If thou art in need, pray summon me from my signature. Seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
Alright. So, her sign appears near where we fought the Hydra. You can summon her and buy sorceries unique to her. Which, the sign might be there right now, actually. Let me check. Yeah, there it is.
I am Dusk of Ulasil. It is an honor to see thee again. I shall follow thine wishes.
So that's actually pretty useful. Let's see, chameleon into something inconspicuous. It's kind of neat. That'd be interesting for PvP. Cast Light can be useful for Tomb of the Giants. So it's interesting stuff. None of it's of use to me, but if you're doing sorcery, it's really good.
I was trapped within the crystal golem. From my home I was taken and banished to a plane of distortion. It was there that thou came to my rescue, long after I had relinquished all hope. So gleeful was I. My faith reneweth. The sorceries of Ulasil differ from the magic of thine age. It is difficult to explain. Ulasil's sorceries are, what doth one say? They're somewhat of an approximation. Thine sorceries are more straightforward, negating all but thyself. Dost thou not find some fascination in these discrepancies? The sorcery, it is Ulis thine. Dost thou...
Alright, so we're done here.
If thou art in need, pray summon me again. I wish to be of assistance. May the flames guide thee.
So we're done here. What we're going to do is, I think we'll head for the Duke's Archives. Let's see, I don't want to use a whole bow, and the nearest bonfire would be up here. No, the nearest bonfire would be Darkroot Basin. But we can open this door at least, because we never opened this. That's actually where we fought Havel. Dwayne Havel. Dwayne the Havel the Rock Johnson. Alright, so onwards to the Duke's Archives. What fun that will be. I mean, I'm not going to make any bones about it. It's pretty well known that the second half of Dark Souls is much less well regarded than the first half. And that's pretty much from the minute you place the Lord Vessel. Because we go from areas that a lot of people really enjoy or are well designed. Like the worst area of the first half is Blighttown. It's not great, nobody likes it. But then the second half of the game takes us to the Duke's Archives and the Crystal Caves, the Tomb of the Giants, Lost Izalith. Gives us some really irritating boss fights like Seath and the Bed of Chaos, and the Fire Centipede. And I think the developers did actually come out and admit that these areas were created last on a time limit, so they rushed in creating them, and it really shows.
So you have received a revelation. Very auspicious. I hope for the best. I pray that through you, her wish will be granted. Have you heard of Seath the Scaleless? In legend, he turned against the ancient dragons. He became Lord Gwyn's confidant, was granted dukedom, and was allowed to pursue his research. At the Regal Archives, he immersed himself in research on scales of immortality. The one thing that he did not have. But his very research drove him mad. The archives became a dungeon, a place for sinister experiments. Now, nobody dares even approach the Duke's forbidden archives. It looms over this land high atop the mountain. But I should warn against even an approach.
Of course, the issue is Seath has one of the Lord Souls we need. Because Gwyn split his Lord Soul into several pieces. We need the piece he gave to Seath. We need the pieces he gave to the four kings in the New Londo ruins. And then we need the soul of Gravelord Nito from the opening cutscene and the soul of the Witch of Izalith, the other Lord Souls. And that's our objective, to fill the Lord Vessel with Lord Souls. Tell you, man, that shield hitbox is too big for it. There we go. So we're heading up to the Duke's Archives. Which, it's not the worst place we're going to be going to. Getting there is a bit of an issue, though. Like, if you come here before placing the Lord Vessel, this gate is sealed. It's one of the yellow gates that we saw open. And we have a fanged boar. The issue with this one versus the one we fought in the Undead Parish, this one has no open spots on the armour. So you can't backstab this one to death. dealing with this is a pain. I want to make it through this one human, actually. Because there is a bonfire in there that I want to kindle. Figures the minute I go two-handed, he'll turn around. This kind of reminds me of the first boss of Skies of Arcadia. I can't remember what that thing was called. It was Alfonso's pet. God, I need to replay Skies of Arcadia. I was wondering when he was going to get around to that. So if you're careful and patient with it, this thing is not difficult, it's just tedious. There we go. Wasn't that fun? But I've got bad news. There's another one. Let's be fair, this one you could just straight up ignore because the bonfire's right there. Yep, got greedy. There was that kick again when I didn't need it. And the Fang Boar Helm. I think there was a patch in the original Dark Souls eventually implemented that would guarantee if there was any enemy that had a limited number that would not respawn, like the Fang Boars or the Black Knights. Well, not the Black Knights. Black Knights will respawn in a later area. If there was any enemy that had a limited number that would not respawn, like the Fang Boars or the Necromancers, yeah, you know, let's use some souls. Then the last of their kind will always drop what they had. So the Nameless Soldier isn't going to do that, so I'm going to need the other one. Proud Knight. Get that vitality up. Gonna need it. Here we go. Duke's Archives. I think the mimics are probably the same with the Soul of Avarice. I hate this opening area of the Duke's Archives, really do. Like, there's just so much waiting to screw you. Yeah, range that arrow guy. Also, you want to watch out for the channeler here. Alright, come on. Seriously? More of them? Oh, the channeler's buffing this guy. Alright, so I want you as well. Really? Another one? That's what I was after. So that was 5 Estus to get through that. Don't screw around with this guy, because he will teleport. And you gotta deal with him some more. See up those stairs? Yep. I hate this area. Really do. Yeah, let's get away from the ranged guys. Okay, and onwards. There's a lot more guys here than you think as well. Like, if you can, like, get the channeler as quickly as possible, because otherwise he'll buff them. Like that. I think going back to the bonfire is going to help, because that guy respawns. Alright. Taking care of business. Get out of the way. Yeah, but that one's like right, that channel is right at the start, so with it being the first channel you'll meet that respawns. Yeah, you might think, oh, that was a pain to get through. I'll go back to the bonfire, because at least that channel won't respawn. Then he does. So, you know, that's a lot of fun to deal with. So what, if I didn't have to go fight my way through all those guys again, I'd head down to the giant blacksmith and put some more upgrades into this Black Knight sword. You'd love to take a look around the libraries in here. Bear in mind, it drove Seath mad. Crap. I was not paying attention. Right, you know what, I'm going to deal with you. I couldn't even see that chain properly. Alright, onwards. See, I was sure one of them was a mimic. But I couldn't see the chain properly. I thought it was like, oh no, that chain's fine. And then it wasn't. Should have taken the precaution. Yeah, I knew you were going to be here. Because they never just place something like this. Or Twinkling Titanite. Don't know why I was expecting him to pull that lever like Bayonetta. Yeah, if we're gonna do this, let's bring it over here. You were probably a cool dude once. Get here. Get back here. Nice. Definitely going to have a good time with the giant blacksmith. Yep. So this is, without a doubt, one of the most bullshit parts of the game. Here's Seath the Scaleless. We can't get to him properly. And if you shoot him, he's going to regenerate. This is the only unwinnable fight in the game. There's no warning for it, there's no build-up. You have to die there. And you can get cursed from those crystals, which is why we equip the rare ring. But it's like, yeah, being cursed in here, major issue. But yeah, if you know what you're doing, you equip at least a ring of sacrifice there. Okay, thanks. Do you wanna... There we go. If you know what you're doing, you equip at least a ring of sacrifice. There. If you don't, chances are you're going to go into that and you're going to die. And just lose everything you had up to that point. Thank you. And fun fact, this area is locked off from everywhere else. So I don't think, oh yeah, because we died, we can just homeward bone out of here because we didn't sit at that bonfire. No, we'll still come back here. Alright, let's do this. And I want to throw down a humanity. And kindle this fire. Thankfully, we didn't lose our human nature, our humanness. Yeah, don't worry, Starter. I wasn't gonna forget. I was just holding you in suspense. You know what? I don't feel like dealing with you guys again. Alright, so let's do this. This is going to be fun. So we mentioned that Seath is stealing maidens earlier. Pretty sure this is what they turn into. And more snake dudes who actually don't try and fight you, they just try to go for the ladder. Get down here. Oh, come on. Get up the bloody ladder. Deal with me? Okay, don't get kicked off. What about the other one? Yeah, he's coming. These ladders. And the door is locked. So let's go deal with some of this. White seance ring. That's not bad actually, especially if you're doing pyromancy or sorcery. Pretty late in the game to get it, but you know, it's always something you can make use of. They are taking their time, aren't they? Nice. And onwards. I want to shut that bloody noise up. But come on, guys. More tentacles means more hands to read, but you don't get any extra eyes. In fact, they don't have eyes. Wait your turn. Sure there's something in one of these. There we go, the extra key. I don't think they've seen me. Oh, come on. No. Really do hate grab attacks. Open this door. Large soul. Boy, I sure hope nobody put subliminals underneath this noise, telling me to kill my family. Kill your family, kill your family, kill your family. And now back to the kill your family hour. Alright, 2 hits, so it's not too bad to take them out. Just watch out for that grab, and then get in there, and then watch out for the rest. Easily stunned as well, so that's nice. What's up, Snake Bro? Anything that says Sen's Fortress? We ain't playing that game. Just to prove a point. See? Ain't no thin cards here. Go. It's all of them. Let's turn that bloody noise off. Behind the pillar. back it off. Jeez. Alright, let's get out of here. Just take a moment to appreciate that silence. Oh.
Hello again. What a chance meeting this is. Alas, I'm imprisoned once again. I don't suppose you could stage me a getaway. The archives. Such a storehouse of knowledge. So close, but just out of reach. The thought offends me so I could simply die. As a student of the arts, you understand me, eh? Hello again. What a chance meeting.
I forget where the key for that is. I haven't seemed to pick it up on the way down. Alright, before we leave, I want to sit at the bonfire. Did I just see something over there? Or is that just a reflection of the light? Yeah, I guess it was. No, I want to level up. Do you mind? I was doing something. Do you mind? I was doing something. Alright. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. The fun fact is, you can go back to where we fought Seath, where we can't kill Seath, and he'll still be there, and you'll have to fight him again and die again. Which is what I did the first time, because the game gives you no indication that that's not what you're supposed to do. Honestly, the Duke's Archives isn't as badly designed as a bunch of the other areas in the game. But, jeez, it's got some of the worst ideas that it doesn't explain. Alright. Really? dark spirit now. Oh, come on. I can't even go straight for that bonfire since somebody's invaded. The Duke's Arc... Oh, there he is. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Alright. Let's try that again, shall we? If I just got 1,000... Like, did it count them the two of them together? That's weird. It's a long way down. So let's do this without an invasion this time. Guy on the left. Alright, round 2. Not screwing around with you. Remember, backstabs are your friend. So, in all fairness, this part of the Duke's Archives can be pretty confusing. It involves turning stairs. So it can be difficult to know where your priorities are or even where you're supposed to go. Because again, after that one boss fight with Seath that you cannot win, because you cannot deal any damage to him, the game gives you no indication of whether you're supposed to go back there or go somewhere else. And it is one of the worst explained bits in the game. Alright, so now we turn the stairs. Go and get that son of a bitch. or Twinkling Titanite. At this point, I'm kind of like, don't want to go back to the giant blacksmith, pop a bunch of the souls that I've got, and just fully upgrade the Black Knight sword. Because it'd be worth it. What are we on, actually? +1. Yeah, no, we could probably get straight up to +5 with enough souls. Like, you'll notice the difference there. Alright, where was I? Okay. I swear that arrow turned. Alright, you know what? You're gonna die. See, look at it. Those arrows straight up turn. Okay, so... Dragon Quest Shield isn't actually a bad idea for dealing with these guys. Where'd you go, oh, you son of a bitch. Anyway, as I was doing... Wasn't done over here yet. But we don't leave channelers alive, that comes back to bite us. Alright, nothing else around here. There's a bonfire down there that we want. I don't remember if it's actually a bonfire you can warp to. Nothing over here. Nothing over here. Check that out in a minute. Nothing over here. Let's go. So like, if you don't have a ranged weapon, you're not dealing with this guy. And pull the lever. Blue Titanite. If you let Logan out of the cage, he actually comes and sits here for a bit. don't know if I'm actually going to let him out, though. Not being malicious or anything, I just don't remember where the key is. Alright, let's pop another humanity, because we're going to want to kindle this bonfire. About another half hour left in streaming tonight. Do I want to go and make an attempt for Seath? It feels like it'll be a bad idea. How many more do I need? 25,000. Brave Warrior will do enough. You know what? I want the endurance. You know, I really don't want to mess around. Let's try and get Seath done. Isn't there supposed to be something here? Oh, is this where I get the key for Logan? Yep. Do I want to go back for him? So you can tell when I'm aware something's a mimic, and when I'm just trying to reassure myself. Because when I'm reassuring myself, I will just... Oh, there's a symbol of avarice. Right there. When I'm just trying to reassure myself, I'll hit it with one hand. When I know it's a mimic, two hands. I don't want to go and sort. Yeah, might as well. Alright. The symbol of avarice is an interesting item. It boosts the souls you get per kill, but constantly drains your health. And it does stack with the silver covetous serpent ring, which also boosts the souls you get. It's like when you're soul grinding, two best items to equip. And like one of the best places to use them, Silver Knights. Stick around the bonfire, get some Silver Knights quick. 1,000 per pop with the boost. You're looking, I think, over 1,500 per pop. It's quick, it's easy, and not something you need to worry about. You're right, it does still damage you while you're sat at a bonfire, but using it smartly, you can heal yourself by going to a bonfire. Restore your Estus. It's essentially a constantly lingering toxic. Play it smartly in combination with the silver covered serpent ring, and you can get a good amount of grinding in. But you do have to always be careful about it. stream. I'll wait my need to make my way upstairs. The backstab hitbox is really finicky sometimes. God damn it. You know, making my way down here wouldn't be too much of an issue. Make my way back up. Oh, for the love of God, the same guy. And you can't sit at a bonfire when you've been invaded. Hitbox. That guy's gonna have to search all over for me. Keep an eye out for him. All this because I wanted to go and free Logan. Like, seeing that, it looks like the backstab hitbox is centered more to the left rather than the middle like you'd think. Oh God, bugger off you. You have to fight our way through these guys again. This is not the time I want an invader to turn up. Damn it. Seriously? Well, there goes that run. Play on online mode, I said. Invasion's a part of the game, I said. You know what, if I go back to the bonfire, can I walk back to the cell? Nope. Nearest bonfire is Anor Londo. Which means, as nice as it'd be to go back to Anor, get out of the way. Nice as it'd be to go and get the Black Knight sword upgraded, that's going to be a lot of time spent just doing that. And having to come back. Yeah, I've only invaded people on Dark Souls a couple of times. Well, I like to think I'm a fair invader. Don't attack them while they're dealing with an enemy. Don't backstab them. Well, backstabs are involved, but never sneak up on them. I'm an honourable combatant. But maybe I'm just not of this. Maybe I'm just not in the right place. Like, see, that was right behind him. No backstab. I'm pretty sure it's centered more to the left. This could be another crystal weapon. Alright, let's do this again. Do I want to sit at this bonfire? Might as well. Meanwhile, the parry hitbox there was huge. Not the parry, the backstab. There, let's go do this. See how many we have following us by the time we get to the bottom. That's one. No other takers? Guess not. Alright. That works out surprisingly well. Halberd would have worked better for that, actually. Shadows are clipping through the floor. Alright. Get out of here, Logan.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm saved. That makes twice. I must be sure to repay you. I will visit the archives. If I discover any new spells, I shall share them with you. Prepare to be impressed.
As long as you pay me.
By the onward march of sorcery. Hello. Don't mind me. Go on ahead. I'll head out soon. I wish to lay down my plans before I visit the archives.
So this is pretty much the end of Logan's story. You can find him in that room I said he'll show up in. Firekeeper's Soul, that'll be useful. Yeah, you can find him in that room I said he'll show up in. Once you buy all of his sorceries, he'll go hollow. And like at that point, whether he's gone mad, just like Seath did, or whether like he'd fulfilled his purpose that he was holding on to, and realised there was nothing else he was living for after he had those sorceries, like that's up to you to decide. Alright. Oh, not quite enough to level up. You know what this means? Hey boys. I just kill you all. Promise you it's for a good cause. Alright, let's go level up. Level up. Alright, let's get back to that other bonfire. Yeah, they'll be dead. What's Sammy on? Alright. Son of a bitch. back to the bonfire. Your buffs can't save you from the backstabs. So yeah, rather than going back up to where we fought Seath, what we need to do is head into the crystal caves outside. And that's where we'll actually fight Seath properly and be able to deal with him. Unfortunately, the game never tells you that. Never says, you know, maybe you shouldn't go and fight Seath again. Like nothing's changed. Pretty sure I can out-tank you there, bro. Alright, you know, I think we're going to call it here, actually. Let me sit back down. 'Cause at this point, all we've got left around here is to go into the Crystal Caves and deal with Seath. I do not think I'm going to be able to do that in any reasonable time. So while yesterday's stream ran a bit long, this one will be cut a bit short because of that. Back tomorrow, same time. We won't be doing Dark Souls, we'll be taking a break from Dark Souls tomorrow, do something else for the Tuesday stream. I'm not sure what it is yet, I might do a Metroid game just as a bit of fun. Quickly blast through maybe Metroid Fusion, I don't know. I'm feeling like I want to do Metroid Prime, but that's going to be a bit longer. Fusion I can at least get done in like 2 hours. Right, so we're going to call it an end to the Dark Souls stream here.